Good afternoon. So most people won't think of this, but half of the vehicles that are rented by commercial drivers, the traffic London streets, are managed by these fleet companies. Now, fleet companies manage between 50 and 5,000 vehicles. They maintain them, and they insure them. And that insurance cost is their second highest expense. Now, it's roughly £1,700 per vehicle per year, and inflating about 5% per year. And this is an unsustainable cost. It impacts service. It impacts driver earnings. Why do you think Uber drivers only come out when there's a surge? And what we realized at Humn was that what is needed isn't a fractionalization of that insurance, but a new model. And so why is this so expensive at the moment? Well, it really comes down to two things. Private insurance is based upon an assumption of the number of miles that's traveled, about 6,000 miles, and also the driver profile. Are you the teenage racer, or are you the retiree going to the shops once a week? This doesn't work for commercial insurance. Our vehicles travel 60,000 miles a year, and they have multiple drivers behind the wheels. So when you look at that, you realize you have to reprice the risk itself, and this is what we have built. Now, what we have done is built a company that takes data straight from the vehicle every 200 milliseconds. To that, we add every second weather, road conditions, traffic, historical accident information to create a digital shadow, both of the vehicle and the driver. Then using our own algorithms, we provide a risk score. The risk score then prices the insurance, which is contracted using a smart contract and our own built insurance scheme. What this means is the vehicle buys the insurance every second based upon what the observed risk. What I mean by that is it parked? Is it driving? Are there passengers in the vehicle? Is it raining? And what this does is actually generates real savings. And if you apply it to the London rented taxi fleet of 9,000 vehicles, that would equate to £2.3 million in savings every year. Now, the team that built this, I can only describe them because he's sitting over there as a weathered banking technologist. And our wider engineering team of 6 has designed large streaming data platforms for the like of HSBC and Nordea. We've been working together for 10 years. And what we've done with Humn is built something that allows us to sell to fleets today whilst building a data asset that will multiply our value in the future. In London, our commercial trial had 30 vehicles travel 1.3 million miles in only 10 months. We have 2,500 vehicles promised to us for our launch in April, and that will see us generating £62,000 in monthly recurring revenues paid by the fleets. Now, the market is much larger than that. We're targeting a $120 billion usage-based insurance market. And to do this, we've partnered with Aon, the world's largest brokerage, to distribute our product, and Swiss Re, with a balance sheet of $200 billion, to underwrite. And we feel that achieving 100,000 vehicles within 2 years is realizable. Now, we've raised an initial external funding round with the help of the Insurtech gateway of $1.3 million, and we anticipate coming back to market towards the tail end of this year with a scale-up round of $10 million. And this will allow us to pursue our growing pipeline of opportunities, as well as continue to develop our platform and product. We have designed true usage-based insurance on a live insurance engine, and we'd be happy to talk to you about it. So come and find me afterwards. Thank you.
Thanks. So
yes.
Just check I've understood. Are you guys technically the insurer or the MGA, or are you just providing that to someone else who writes the policies?
We have designed the policy and the scheme. We would act as the MGA, at least in the UK, as a primary example. And then we have, through the Insurtech gateway, accessed underwriting capacity.
Cool.
Yeah, I think my question was, why can't Aon do this themselves?
Yes. Well, not to be unfair to the insurance world, but they're 20 years behind banking, and we all know what we think about banking.
Yeah, but even so, it's because you are using them as distributors, right?
Yes.
Which makes sense given the access to cars, but at the same
Yes.
time, it puts you at a very early stage, kind of giving up or outsourcing your acquisition strategy. How are you thinking about that?
Yeah, completely agree. And I think when you look at the insurance market, the broker is the face to the customer across the world. And so we're not going to become a brokerage. And in the B2B market, the advice and the provision of that service is not something that we can disintermediate in the same way you can in the consumer space.
How much are they taking? I'm just trying to understand how big their incentive is.
No, that's a good question. Normal brokerage fees for commercial fleets range from 5 to 20% of the underwritten premium. With Aon, what we're agreeing is a revenue share. But it's a non-exclusive agreement. And fundamentally, there are a number of brokers who are very interested in distributing a product. And we're happy to talk to any of those and agree a revenue share there as well. OK, thank you very much.